Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life, and it is indeed that day. If you haven't watched it, we've unboxed the Pixel Watch already, done a tour, compared it to watches, set it up, all of that stuff. This is the other part of the day. This is Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro. Obviously, they're official, and we're able to talk all sorts of things about them. There's a lot to cover here. We have both phones. Google sent these over for review purposes, and we are quite excited. Lots of polishing over the last year's Pixel 6. Some decent improvements. And if you haven't, joined the Pixel party yet, this might be the year. So anyway, let's take unboxing and first look at the Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro. All right, so where do we start? Good news is prices are the same as last year. So same as the 6 and 6 Pro. So the Pixel 7 is $599 and the 7 Pro is $899. So I think those are pretty good. They were good prices last year, and so the fact that they didn't go up is good. So $599 just seems like an absolute steal. Like the $599 for the regular 6 last year was wild. So you love to see that. Do you really need a tour of the boxes? 7 Pro, Team Pixel on the back, Google. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So let's get these out. So pull tabs. Love not having the scissors. 7 Pro. As you can see, we went with, for review units, the Hazel 7 Pro and the Lemongrass 7. Also, both come in Obsidian, which is kind of like a black. It looks a little too glossy for my liking, so we went with these two colors. There's also Snow, which is basically off-white or white. These are the fun colors. Remember last year we had there's a gold 6 Pro and a coral 6. That's kind of what these are replacing, though. So slide these out, and there they are. Here's the 7 Pro. Let's pull the paper screen protector. Reminder, in display. Let's see if the in-display fingerprint reader is any good this year. Okay, so that colors, it's nice. I thought in all the leaks and in the promo pictures, it looks a lot greener than it really is. In fact, it's more of like a grayish color. I thought it was gonna be greener, and it's kind of a grayish, which I think I actually like a lot. Definitely glossy though. So it will show maybe some fingerprints. We'll see. And then here is the Lemongrass 7. So again, in-display fingerprint reader. Talk about face unlock in a second. So this is definitely very pale yellow. I can't tell if the camera's picking that up or not. They both sort of have this goldish metal trim around. They are different though. Like this is kind of a more polished. This is a little bit less polished. I don't really know how to describe that. They are not the same. See how this is sort of a polished finish, shiny, and this is a little bit more of a matte finish. Not sure which one I like better. Maybe this one. We'll see. So yeah, that is the look of these two. Ooh, they fixed the top. Remember the big plastic modem window thing up there for 5G? That has been fixed. It's over here now, this little window, I believe. And this just must not have millimeter wave, which is totally fine with me. On this side, SIM tray over here. And on this side, we have buttons, power, and volume. And then on the bottom, we have USB-C. And the USB-C they color match. You can see that's kind of a yellowish USB-C port. Matches the bands there. That is sort of a creamish color, and it matches that. How nice little touch. So let's power these on and let's talk specs once I clear this mess up. Actually, scratch that. Before we clear the mess up, I forgot to show you what else was in the box. So no chargers. We know Google ditched chargers. So you have a USB-C to USB-C cable, and this is a transfer cable. It's USB-A to USB-C. So if you have an old phone, you can use it to transfer. And then these are just going to be quick guides, and that is it. There's no power bricks in here. I have a million of these things. I don't really want to take them out of the box. Now let's clean it up. I guess we can talk specs for a second, and then I'll boot into one of the phones so you can see what's going on in there. So as far as specs goes, good stuff going on. I'd suggest we have a 6.7 inch AMOLED display on the Pixel 7 Pro. 6.7 inch, I believe I said. Quad HD. It's an LTPO OLED, and it's up to 120 hertz on the refresh rate. So all the newest technologies, fast refresh rate, all of that good stuff. As far as the Pixel 7 goes, a little bit smaller, 6.3-inch display, 1080p, and 90 hertz. Also, no LTPO. It is an AMOLED, but no LTPO. So we'll test efficiency there. Both have Corning Gorilla Glass Victus on them, and I know you can't obviously tell this because I'm holding them and can feel this, but every time this little animation bounces, I get haptic vibration. It's very nice. It's very nice. So they do have always on displays. You know, that's been an Android thing for a while. I think they took a shot at Apple for that actually at the keynote for this. As far as batteries go, 5,000 milliamp hour battery here in the 7 Pro, and then you have a 4,355 milliamp hour battery here on the 7. I think that's a little bit smaller than last year's, which typically isn't a thing we like, so we'll have to put it to testing. Google claims fast charging in both of these. It's not really that fast. On the 7 Pro, it can do wired charging at 23 watts, and on the 7, I believe it's 20 watts. I wouldn't call that crazy fast. It's not super slow. It's not crazy fast either. They both do fast, I'm doing air quotes here, wireless charging, and then they can do battery share if you want to, put like your Pixel Watch or something. Your Pixel Watch on the back of it to do a little charging. We also have Gorilla Glass Victus on the back. They call it a fingerprint resistant coating here, but especially on the black model, you're really going to see it. We have 12 gig LPDDR5 RAM in this guy, 128 gig base storage that goes to 256 and then 512. If you really want to go nuts, that's UFS 3.1. So fast storage, fast RAM. For the regular 7, 8 gig RAM, 128 or 256 gig options, there is not a 512 gigabyte option. They both run Google Tensor 2, the new Google chip. So Tensor G2. So upgraded chip, hopefully more efficient, hopefully more powerful. As Google was selling this to us in their presentation, the thought is that all the computational work in terms of photography and AI and all of that stuff that's happening on the device, it should be faster than ever at that. It's particularly with the camera, we're talking like the super res zoom and just processing times and all of that should be really good. It can even do sort of a blurry video shooting. They're called cinematic blur, I think. So when you're shooting video, you'll get that back there. We have the Titan M2 security chip on there as well. If we're talking cameras, on the regular 7, you have a 50 megapixel main sensor and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide. That ultra wide is 114 degrees field of view. The main 50 megapixel is the same as is in the 7 Pro for its main. The ultra wide, I believe, is different. Probably a slightly lesser sensor in this one. And those are the only two cameras there. On this bad boy, this is the camera experience. So you have that main 50 megapixel. Then you have a 12 megapixel ultra wide with 125.8 degree field of view. And then you also have the 48 megapixel telephoto with 20 degree field of view. So when you take photos on these things, like for example, on the 50 megapixel shooter, you can crop in at 2x and it will retain all the details in the world. That's what Google's at least selling us on with that Tensor G2 and all of that fun. So obviously with the styling now around the camera, last year with the 6 Pro and 6, it was just a kind of a black slab of plastic. It didn't look that put together. Now we've got the metal frame coming over here, and then it wraps around the camera. So you have cutouts. I think some people really like it. I'm a fan of it. I think it just looks more put together. Some people think it looks weird. They like the entire black slab across without the cutout. So I don't know where you fall. Let me know in the comments or whatever. We do have stereo speakers, 3 microphones, Android 13 out of the box. And yes, it does do face unlock, which I will test in just a second. So that's kind of a tour. Let me get past all this so you can see some software. Well, we made it past the setup. So I'm on the Pixel 7. I'll be reviewing this one. That's why I'm setting this one up. Tim will have the duties over here. So I did set up the fingerprint reader first. So let's just see. Ooh, that was seriously first attempt. Remember the 6 and 6 Pro had horrible fingerprint readers. So let me hold on. Let me lock. Just put. Ooh. Okay. I have no idea if it's different or not. Maybe it's just the first time we're doing it here. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, hold on. We got to do one thing though. Okay. Sorry. Updated that to always show time. There we go. This is what I wanted. So press. Ooh, you guys. All right. I'm unboxing. This is a first impression thing, but That's a lot better. Okay, so how about face unlock? I also set that up. So if I tap and wake, I know you can't really see that. Here, I'll do that again. So if I tap and wake, see how that there's like a colored circle around the camera. It's trying to read the face. So let me try that real quick. Ooh, not bad. Okay, hold on, one more. Unlocked by face. Oh, okay. So sometimes it skips, maybe not every time. Yeah, it says it unlocked. Okay, and then I just have to swipe. That's probably a setting I can adjust to have it skip that by unlocking. Okay, so face unlocked worked the first 3 times I tried it. The fingerprint reader seems faster. Oh yeah, it's way faster. Okay, camera. If we just power that up, just so you guys can see it. I'm in good lighting. It should take instant. It does, processes those instantly. Very cool. It's Android 13. There could be an update once I really log in here. So not a lot to show you. It's Android 13, which you have on a Pixel 6, Pixel 6 Pro. So not a ton to show you there. I will say this one feels, well, let's just show you. This feels a lot smaller. Not a lot. I should just say noticeably smaller than the Pixel 6. So here's a regular Pixel 6 back in the old, actually, I forgot what this was called. Anyway, so here it is next to it. So regular 6, this is the new 7. So it is absolutely shorter, not a ton, but it a little bit. And then in the hand, it feels less wide. I could confirm that by looking at the specs, but I'm just telling you in my hand, this feels more manageable, almost in the way that the 6A, like the 6A felt great in the hand. It was like the perfect size phone. This, ooh, you guys, this feels really nice. And it just feels a little bit more premium. Like it just doesn't feel as plasticky as this one did. It feels like a more premium phone. Same price though, upgraded specs, things like that. There is one difference I would show. Well, see, there you go. There's that camera difference. But see how much shorter it is? Kind of nice. It's definitely smaller. Feels great. So on the regular 6, if you put your finger over here towards the edge, the glass really just lines up perfectly with the edge here. It's just smooth. You almost can't tell that it blends into the frame. With this phone, I noticed it immediately. Down here, there's like a sharpness. I don't know if it's just this one. No, because it kind of has that all the way around. Could just be my review unit. Maybe that's just a style choice or decision that Google made, but it's kind of got a sharp edge. Not loving that. Yeah, can definitely feel that. So anyways, that is a look at the Pixel 7, including, oh my gosh, you got fingerprint reader might actually be good. And yes, it is trying to set up that Pixel Watch I just showed you. We'll have that in a second. So Pixel 7 Pro. This feels a lot like the 6 Pro to me, just out of the box. It's a big phone. It still has a curved display, whereas this one has a flat display. It's still, a noticeable curve, maybe a little bit better than last year's. Let's take a look at those. Okay, so here is last year's. There's that window thing I was talking about up top for the 5G. Look how they changed that. Now it's this little thing over here. See that? Let me get you a better look. See that right there? See this little cutout looking thing? I'm assuming that's now the 5G, whereas before it was this whole big white block, which looked goofy. Anyways, so next to each other, there's the back. So again, there's that different design, all black plasticky camera bar. Up here, we've got the metal camera bar, but they look very, very similar. The 7 Pro, they almost look the exact same size. The 7 Pro might be a little bit shorter. In hand width, I couldn't tell you a difference. So they're very much still similar styled. Both feel premium. And again, as far as the curve goes, let's see if we can even, I just don't think it's much different. It feels about the same. There was some early pictures and some talk that it might be less curved. It's very much a curved display. So anyway, yes, Pixel 7 Pro. Do you guys want to see some cases? I know we've been talking for a while. Let's talk cases. So Google did send me some cases to go with this whole review process. There's the 7 Pro one. Here is the 7. Let's just pop this open. Take a look. The cases for the 6 Pro that they sent out and that a lot of people bought last year turned out to discolor pretty badly and things like that. They turned out to be bad cases. So anyway, there's some paper. There's a Team Pixel thing on the inside. This is not a see-through case, so maybe that discoloration will go away. You can see it matches up nicely to the color. Okay, liking that. It's a little thick, kind of a TPU style case. We always check the buttons. Okay, they're very clicky. They work well. Yeah, that works well. Okay, so solid case in a 30-second review there. Fits nicely, gives you some camera protection, that sort of thing. This one will be the exact same on the Pixel 7 Pro. Sorry, I'm not going to take that out. We'll let Tim do that. You got cutouts for your speakers and your USB-C port and microphones and that sort of stuff. Not bad. I will probably take it off right now. I'm not a case guy. I think that's pretty much it for the Pixel 7 line. We obviously will have reviews up any second now, but that is an unboxing to give you that sort of experience. Again, $599 for the 7, $899 for the 7 Pro. If you want an extra, or you want to double the storage, that'll cost you an extra $100 here. So $699 for 256 gig. This one goes to 256 gig. You're at $999. If you want 512, it goes to $1,099. So we're just doing $100 jumps there. Again, reviews shortly. Let us know if you have any comments or questions. Otherwise, we are Droid Life. Peace.